And we are now live on YouTube.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is a reconvened meeting of the Licensing 2003 Act Subcommittee of London Borough of Newham. I'm Councillor Neil Wilson, and due to issues around the coronavirus, I'll be chairing this meeting in order to meet with social distancing guidance issued by the Government and Public Health England through these teleconferencing arrangements. And you're following us on YouTube. The agenda is that which was published for the Tuesday, 24th of November, and it has been reissued, I think, Clark, hasn't it, under today's calendar. You can find it on the council's website. Okay. Let's do introductions, because this is a reconvened hearing. I think everybody knows us, but it's for the benefit of the public watching. So I'm Councillor Neil Wilson, Chair of Licensing, and I represent Plaistow South Ward. Councillor Murphy, please.
I'm Councillor Pat Murphy, Royal Docks Ward.
And Councillor Winston Vaughan.
Councillor Winston Vaughan of Forest Gate South Ward.
And do we have any declarations of interest? In accordance with the Members' Code of Conduct, this is the time for members to declare any disclosable pecuniary interest. I think we did this last time, but just
Yes, Chair. I am the ward councillor in this area, but I have no conflict of interest in that respect.
Thank you very much. I have no interest to declare in Councillor Vaughan.
No interest at this time, Chair.
Right, so we're not having a rehearing. We're trying to sort of like ascertain where we've got to, really. So let's just, John, will you just do a brief introduction of what you understand, and then Connell, and then Kojo, and we'll, I think if that's okay with you, Mandy, because we're just really doing catch up on how the situation might have changed. Is that okay? Everybody?
Yes, yeah. Just to let the applicant know, I'm Mandy Meathad.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
that's okay. I'm the legal advisor to the committee today.
And Umair, were you on the screen last time? I don't think you were.
No, I wasn't. Training legal advisor today, observing.
Okay. So is that okay, Coach? Have we got a
Yeah, I'm the applicant, Otukuna Kojo Smith, who's applying for the alcohol license.
Yeah,
for the 2-day.
Yeah, thank you. Right. So, John, has anything updated from you?
Yeah, well, just brief overshot. There's a temporary event notice for Friday the 4th to Sunday the 6th of December, 10 AM till 7 PM daily, for the sale by retail of alcohol on and off sales and the provision of regulated entertainment. The application was for 350 people, but it was established last time that's the number of people throughout the duration of the event. There's been no temporary event notice in this site before, and this is for a pop-up winter market with a mixture of craft and artisan stalls, with the Metropolitan Police making objections to the temporary event notice.
Thank you very much. Connell?
As I've stated previously, please have no objection to this application for sales of mulled wine. Our concerns are really twofold. One is the applicant has applied for on and off sales, and under the latest regulations issued by the government, it appears that as it's going to be in tier 2, he will need to provide food or substantial food with the alcohol. I don't know if he has any provision for having tables. And the second issue concerning police was people purchasing the mulled wine and then going in round the market, and issues with the COVID regulations, the face masks and the social distancing.
Thank you very much. Now, Kojo, you understand why we had to adjourn the other day, because we thought it was best that we were up to date as far as possible. Are you still minded to have on sales in this application?
Could you
want to have sales on sales as well as off sales?
Could you explain what you mean by that, please?
Mandy, do you wish to come in?
So it means that on sales means that people will be able to drink the mulled wine and stay in the market where it's being sold, so in that vicinity, in that little area. And obviously, as Connell has pointed out today, if you were to do that, then it's likely when the lockdown lifts that London will be in tier 2. So what the government guidance says is that if people, it refers to hospitality venues, but it probably will cover markets, is that if you're selling alcohol at a venue, you have to sell it with a substantial meal. So, you know, depending on what happens today, you will have to check the government guidance anyway, just to check if it hasn't changed and what the regulations are. But the question is, given that that's what the indication is from the government, do you just want to have takeaway sales of your mulled wine, which is off sales?
Yeah, so it's a combination. It's a street food, so they buy their street food and they can buy the mulled wine independently. So yeah, they can still buy it independently from the street food if they want.
That's fine, but are you on your application you've put alcohol to be sold on and off? So off means takeaway, as in people come to your market, they buy them all wine or food and they take it away. Or have you created space for people to sit with the food?
No, there's no space to sit. There's no space to sit with the food.
So it seems that you're envisaging that when people buy the food or alcohol, they're taking it away from the market.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's off sale. So
it's off sales.
Yeah,
You've said on sales, and
pardon me. Off. They're moving off. They're moving away.
Yeah.
Okay, sales. Great. So it's akin to it's like takeaway.
Takeaway, yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just needed a bit of clarity with that.
No, it's fine.
That's fine. And that's why we've had to bring our legal team in, because you know that the government seem to be changing the goalposts regularly. So whatever we decide today, we'll be advising you to take legal advice before you do anything anyway, just to check that you've got it right.
That's perfectly right.
If we're then saying there'll be no tables, no substantive meals, so a bag of crisps doesn't count, you see, or takeaway food. It's got to be a substantive.
But we don't sell crisps.
No, sorry, I was just using that as an example.
Okay.
So people can't, say that it's a substantive meal if they just, get a cupcake or whatever is being sold. That's not a substantive meal. It has to be a sit-down restaurant type meal. Al fresco, even if it's only about 1 or 2 degrees out there at the moment, The next one is, if it's off sales only, the concern of the police was that people would be walking around with these cups and, social distancing. Are you envisaging any sort of one-way systems?
Currently, there's not a one-way system because it's quite a large area. So there is it's not confined. So it's quite a large area. So there is no one-way system at all. It's been managed by a steward, and it's like I said, it's been working perfectly fine since July. There's been no problems. We haven't needed to create any kind of system because it's such an open area. It's quite a large area.
Well, I think I'll put this to you, and it's not coming out of the blue. It's something that the Met Police actually have found in other areas where people have done a street market. As Mandeep says, often the regulations are sort of assumed that they apply to street markets. Now, you were indicating to this committee last time that you wanted the mulled wine to sort of give a festival feeling to it. That's why it's a temporary event now, because you've done the market before and there's not been any trouble. It's about this alcohol provision. So what if we were to suggest to you that it was a takeaway service that people had at the last stall and then they had to exit? So they couldn't be walking around with these cups and various things. So in other words, you do your shopping, and then as a sort of like goodwill gesture, they go to the mulled wine and that's your last stall and out.
Yeah, they don't leave anyway, so they currently don't stick around when they buy the food anyway.
No,
so
see what I mean?
That's exact. So
we can have a compromise whereby we say to you that this would be a situation where you do the 6 stalls. You're only talking a relatively small market. You're not talking about something the size of Berlin's Christmas market by any means, or what's that thing called in Hyde Park? Winter Wonderland that they've shut down. But so you go to your stalls and then you have on the way out, it's not a goodwill gesture because they've got to pay for it, but it's like a sort of Christmassy gesture that on the way out they have this wine and then go.
Yeah, we could tell our stewards that they're not allowed to mill around. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, with a one-way sort of system in place.
The stewards normally just tell them they have to leave the site.
Yeah. And you did indicate, I think, to us last time, if there was any trouble, you'd be
Yeah.
increasing stewards, and you would also let the relevant authorities know, and you would
Yes.
even stop the stall if it was causing a
Yes.
I think
Yes.
I got that right. Do you remember anything? I think that's. I don't think I'm putting words into the applicant's mouth here.
That's what I said last time. That's exactly what I said last time.
So, Councillor Murphy.
Yeah, I mean, to clarification's sake, because what the police said, which is a good comparison to another market applications, you went through the stalls, purchased whatever you want. The very last stall is the mulled wine. They take the mulled wine and then they go home. That's, I just wanted to know if Kojo accepts that as a condition, because I think it's critical, because that way there's no milling around, there's no mixing, and they enjoy whatever they want to do with these various stalls, and then at the last stall, mulled wine and away.
Yeah, that is the concept anyway. So they don't mill around. There's no seating to be sitting around, chilling around, hanging around. It is a buy and go. It is a click and collect, effectively.
Yeah, Mandeep.
Apologies. Just to advise, you cannot place any conditions.
No, we can't place conditions. So it's
because there's no existing premises license.
Yeah. So we're
but
just.
It's in the interest of common sense and helping the applicant. I think that's where I'm coming from.
No, so it's not a criticism. It's just to say that we can't, it's not enforceable, any of this.
Yes, and I keep on saying that once they pick up their drink, they're moving off. I keep on reiterating that. I've said it 3 times. They'll take the drink and they'll move off.
Yep.
Right.
I don't think I'm going to say it again.
No. Fine. Thank you. Connell?
Perhaps I could suggest to the local authority events team that could be included in the risk assessments.
Yes.
Connell, do you mean the positioning of the mulled wine stall?
Yeah.
Sort of
yes, having a one-way system.
One-way system where the positioning
of the mulled wine.
Yeah.
So, according to the plan they've submitted, the mulled wine stall is on the end anyway. So a one-way system would be a natural flow through the markets.
It's a one-way system. People are worried, Kojo, because of these regulations coming in, and so we don't want to stop you having nothing is normal at the moment, but as normal as possible a Christmas market, because you've come in good faith and offered up various things like I've highlighted. So does that make sense? It would be included within the local authority risk assessment thing that way, one-way system.
I think that could be that's not a problem to add that.
Good. Yeah, that's what I was hoping you were going to say. We're looking for very good.
Yeah, it's not a problem to add that at all. Yeah. I did actually send the environmental health an amended risk assessment to cover what Conal was saying about the ACT terrorism course, because I did attend an ACT terrorism course with City of London Police when. Yeah. Literally like 7 months ago when I was running the monument market outside the monument City of London. So I've already gone through the ACT terrorism course already with the run, hide, tell. I've already done all the procedures on that.
Thank you very much for that.
So the whole organisation has been through that.
And obviously that will be on public record as well as these minutes of meetings.
Oh yes, with the City of London, that our organisation has been through that terrorism course.
Thank you. Councillor Vaughan, anything at this point?
I take it, Kojo, that you have some assistance in helping you to run the market. Is that right?
Yeah, we got stewards. Yeah.
You have stewards, okay. And I know you don't want to talk about more wine.
We are being slightly.
The containers.
This is our humour. Sorry, you have to bear with us.
The containers, do they have lids?
Do they have lids on this mold?
Yeah, they always have coffee cups. They're generic coffee cups. Yeah.
Therefore, no more about more wine, Kojo. You'd gladly like to hear.
Thank you very much. Points. Is that it? Sorry, right. Now,
That's it.
Unless Mandeep or anybody else needs to because I don't want to prolong this. This is a second one on a temporary event notice. Is there anything we make our decision in private? We mustn't do this in public. So we'll be going off the screen, but we'll promise not to keep you too long, everybody. Does anybody need to come in before we go off to make a decision?
No.
Okay, can that be facilitated in Zoom helper? That's the
Yes.
legal team together with the 3 councillors, please.
Yes, I'm going to put I'm going to invite everyone to their own breakout room and then put up a holding slide. If you don't join a breakout room, please turn off your video and microphone until we come back.
Everybody
So-
clear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've opened the rooms.
Right, have we got everybody back, Pauline?
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe we
Nisha's not
have.
on screen. There's a but there.
No, she's off screen. Yeah.
Okay. But everybody else, can everybody hear me still? Can you hear me? Okay, so we have made a decision, and I'll ask our clerk to read that out, please.
Thank you, Chair. Having heard all submissions, the subcommittee have decided to grant the application for off sales only, and a counter notice won't be issued.
And just to thank everybody for the way they've conducted themselves. And Kojo, just you know, that you'd expect me to say this from the chair, that obviously we don't know what central government are going to direct or whatever. So strongly advise you to keep in touch with, you know, what happens after December the 2nd and the new tier regulations, because there's all sorts of problems sometimes with, you know, keeping up to date, I know, with those sort of moving things, the moving parts of that. But thank you very much. Yes,
much appreciated. Thank you.
Everybody clear? Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mandeep, we need to stay online, but that's just another point. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.